Creation. A world on the brink. In the age of sorrows, dangers abound and cataclysms on the horizon. But it is not without heroes. The exalted, those chosen and empowered by the mightiest of the gods, are all around the world. They have, and can, pull it back from the precipice of oblivion. That is, when they aren't too busy fighting each other. Now, chills as...
Damn you, Crash Bandicoot!
Lathander.
Wait, why am I second? I'm Norman Lest. Oh no. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the FateBreakers podcast, the only podcast where you can hear Corrack scramble and then tell.
And Alatos as Gaffer.
Give war a chance.
And everyone else played by me, Gamerex, the GM. It looks like you, got a bit of an undead problem. Need a hand with that? For 20? Must band together to save the dreaming sea, and perhaps reality itself, from the greatest threat creation has ever known. All this and more on FateBreakers.
Capitalism.
I was gonna say themselves, but that works too.
Honestly, that's one of the major big threats. See, in the
I think
setting's history,
capitalism
there have
works
been
pretty well.
jokes that fans have made called the 10,000 Dooms. And, especially in 2E, bad edition. Don't look up any 2E lore. Trust us on this. There's tons of content warning shit. Anyway, there's all sorts... Things have been toned down in current works to be less apocalyptic, but there were generally about 15 different apocalypses looking to happen on top of each other. Let's see, there was the Wild Invasion, there's what's going on with the Death Lords, there is the Yozi coming back into creation to take shit over again, there was all sorts of doomsday devices.
Is that the new sitcom on NBC, What's Going On with the Death Lords? The Death Lord is played by Will Smith.
Oh goodness. No, the only death stuff you have to worry about is all the death.
I mean, yeah.
The first and Forsaken Lioness played by Danny DeVito. It's always sunny in Stygia.
Oh,
wait, it's never sunny there. What the fuck? Anyway, so what did you guys do last time?
Brain empty.
It's been a week. Oh no. If I remember correctly, we beat the army of the volcano god. We punched the volcano god. I made it so that we could kill the volcano god
into non-existence.
Yeah, and we also have gained yet another new enemy.
I made creative. I made creative artwork with rocks and stone, and I suggested a disguise chapter.
Oh, we need to go and talk to Siri.
Yeah, you could use some kind of necromancer
or Sari
to call her back if you want to give her an update. But a few corrections. First, it was the god of a geyser, not a volcano.
Yeah, no. I have... Yeah, the volcano god is my friend. I use the volcano god.
Oh, wait, volcano is friend. Volcano is friend.
Yes, a few other updates is that, yes, you did manage to do your first actual god slaying for Gavel in her career. I'm sure that she's very proud of that. Woo. And perhaps most important...
She is extremely...
Most importantly of all, you've hit Essence 2.
Yeah.
Yay!
Well,
what does that give us there, John?
Of Essence are now stronger.
Yay.
But
all right, Pat Sajak, that's good to hear.
One free excellency or an ox body.
Yeah.
But wait,
thank you very much, Drew.
Your moat pool, instead of 5, is now 7.
Woo!
Yay. Which I think I already have that added onto my thing.
But wait, there's more. You're now open to some of the even crazier charm purchases.
That's true.
If you thought the shit you could do before was wild, oh boy, is the world your oyster now.
Yes, we're gonna have to take control.
Yeah, alright. So, launching into this new session, there's a few plot points as we left off in the prior session. As you are recouping and recovering, in Gavel's case, literally, since he was pockmarked full of little earth bullets. She lost a few health levels, unfortunately. There's a few different things you guys can do next as we're on this opening scene. You could continue the investigation into Wild Suspire, now deceased's office, find out more details about whatever kinds of scams and details he was running. But Lathander also had some ideas you mentioned to me outside of games.
Where?
Sorry, I just saw something that made me very upset. Narwhals' hearts beat 10 times per minute. When they're stressed out, it beats 4 times per minute. They can die of a panic attack.
Oh my god, that's fucked up. Don't
very
change it
easily.
into a narwhal.
Poor narwhal.
They're swimming around the ocean.
More ranged
causing a
combat!
commotion because they're evil. Yes, they
I
are.
mean, I will
No, they're
agree,
not
most
evil.
cetaceans are evil. That's true.
Narwhals aren't
Are they
evil.
as evil as dolphins?
That they are dolphins. They are from the same family.
Oh,
No.
okay. That makes sense.
They're not evil as dolphins,
No,
though.
they're not. Yeah, dolphins have the
dolphins are
have
literally
the brains
Satan's
to
spawn,
be evil.
and yet we love them.
Alright, moving back into... If we shift back into the realm of
Saying
this
I'm
RPG
dumb?
for a second...
Of course.
Yes. Please.
Nah, he just called me
Regardless.
dumb. I need to fight for my right as
so
a true
there's a
man.
few different ventures you guys can take. Lathander, if you want to tell everyone what kinds of stuff you were planning.
So let me go back and look at our chat, because I honestly
Yeah, it's in the
forgot.
general
I
DMs. You mentioned
apologize.
wanting to explore some memory issues, and there are ways you could deal with that right now, actually.
Yeah, that's... So one of those is where Lathander right now is, since he got hit with a few memories flooding back, he now wants them all back, because if you realize you have a wife, you might want to know who your
definitely.
wife was.
Given that you have a spell that manipulates memory, and you have access to necromancy, which deals a lot more with memory and the soul than sorcery, that gives you the perfect justification to use our first sorcery venture.
Oh.
It's something you could definitely
What's
do
that?
as a sorcerer, and I'm gonna say that Sagacity Excellency is probably gonna be real fucking helpful. I'm just gonna scroll down to the section. Basically, in regards to what a sorcery or necromancy working is a long-form improv spell. There is a long list of justifications of the kind of stuff you could do here in this. So normally, futzing with memories requires second circle initiation into sorcery, but because necromancy is a bit more, well, not a bit more, it's way more predisposed towards dealing with death and past lives and memories, and you have a memory spell, I'll let you do this with a first circle necromancy.
That's true.
So how this works is a long-form venture with several different steps: gathering materials, preparing infrastructure, drawing magic circles, actually casting and weaving with the motes. So just tell me what kinds of steps you think you would take for reawakening or retrieving your past memories, and we'll see what we can do with rolls. I can give suggestions if you're stuck.
Oh boy.
Plead the fifth.
Did you just say we fit?
No, he pleads the fifth.
Oh, please, the
I
fifth.
did
Okay,
also think he
good.
said we fit.
Okay.
Nah, I'm talking about Wii Fit,
Oh,
the strongest
goodness.
video game that ever
That's
been
Feel the burn.
dang played. Yeah, there we go. I've missed Maxine.
Slightly aged.
Nice, from a previous campaign. Yeah, so this is probably like a recovery scene because Gavel was kind of beaten up, and I don't think she actually
Lot.
entered her super mode, but yeah, you guys all see a bunch of pock marks that are slowly starting to close over. Exalted Heal, basically like a slower version of Wolverine. No, they
Instantaneously.
regenerate health levels over like the course of a scene or two, unless they're killed or a lasting injury like a severed limb or something is inflicted. A few hours of just sitting down and hanging out and chilling, and she should
That's
be
good.
fine.
That's good. What you got there?
Let's see. What do I... Wait, who? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I am having a major brain malfunction. I apologize.
I can give you a
don't know what to
suggestion.
do.
So the first venture that can be a part of this memory reclamation working is the actual action of planning it. And I could rule that would be a Force plus Occult. Or Force plus Sagacity, sorry. Still working on some old system terms.
I was going to say, we have
that's
a
what
cult?
it is in the third edition, but there was a skill squash as of essence. You could use excellencies
thank
or
God
any
for
other stuff you could think of.
So, like, I don't know how I would go about it. That's the only issue. Like, even in character, I can't think. Like, in character, I probably wouldn't know what to do because my mind would be addled. I would probably think of grabbing some sort of, like, making some sort of, like, ritual type thing with some local berries or some alcohol from my flask to burn.
Okay, yeah, I can meet you halfway with that to give you a stunt. Hey, there's a lot of all sorts of a treasure trove from the cult of a abusive dead god.
Right.
He has a lot of nice rare spirits and treasures you could use as tribute to just set those on fire.
Shiny rare.
Oh, I would like to... Yeah, I would like to free all the spirits that I see as well.
I mean, there is a shocking lack of spirits that you do see. You see a handful of them hiding inside of pocket spaces, or
you see a Budweiser.
It was difficulty 3 for the initial roll, so that is a success.
Oh, thank God! So that is a success.
A success on the first part of the venture. Future rolls may be more difficult. You might want to use excellencies for those. But anyway, as you're going around searching for more spirits, you note the lack of them. Most of them probably were shipped off to be used whatever soul steel smuggling was being engineered here. You pause for a moment, and you start you're using sorcery in order to communicate and send some of these off, and just actions we don't necessarily need to roll, and you think, well, wait a minute. If I'm using my necromancy to help unbind these people and unlock mental blocks and geshes placed on them, why can't I do that for myself? And then you get to thinking. You start to see some useful... You got a little crystal in your hand, and what if you put that crystal up to your own skull and jiggle with your own memories, the same way you could do that with other people?
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
You just need a nice enough crystal, and probably a big wellspring of power.
I am power.
And while he's doing that, and while you're thinking of any other things you'd like to try for preparing for the memory fixing spell, does Chills or Alatos want to try doing any rolls to investigate this god's whole general hideout?
Well, for starters, of course, like depending on how much light we have, what can we really glean from this cavern that we're in? Like, do we see any religious
You guys
symbology?
have gotten to at least burning levels of anima, so you're able to see plenty by yourselves being flashlights.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
But I meant some more or less like, what do we see? What do we see here? Like, do we see any like religious symbology? Do we see any sort of carvings or,
You do see several idols devoted to what Gavel would probably know these on site. These are various idols of the concepts of bribery.
Right.
Yeah.
As well as to other various celestial crime bosses. The god of human trafficking, the god of drugs and alcohol, the god of paperwork, all various, like, the most notorious gods in terms of, it's basically a greatest hits of celestial corruption this guy had and was essentially working for.
Huh. Guess you gotta find a niche in the market. I guess even gods need to find a niche in the market somewhere. I mean...
Well, their niche should be straight to hell like the rest.
Well, I guess that's true.
And you just hear SSD muttering in the background, again, hell is not where the dead go, that's the underworld.
Don't worry about it.
You send them to where you can, that's the general spirit of it. Whichever's worse. But yes, so...
I'm gonna go ahead and quell these people, and as he's saying this, people are still hitting him with arrows and trying to throw javelins at him from the angry cult whose god you guys just killed. He's just completely shrugging them off.
Right.
I'm gonna go deal with these while you guys see what else you could find in there in terms of the connections between the Nephrak.
Right.
So I'm just gonna... Whoa. And he actually stops talking because a javelin landed in his mouth, and he has to go pull it out. It's very uncomfortable.
All right. Stay safe out there.
Thumbs up.
All right. So, we at least know that he employed a lot of, or at least he called in a lot of favors from a lot of bad types of gods and all that. But we don't really know what his end game was, apart from just having a bunch of brainwashed servants or what have you.
Could just be as simple as that. Living off the backs of other lesser, his mind, people. So, I think that if I were to investigate, or in my mind, that would be about it, but as we've gone on so far, nothing is unfortunately as easy as it looks.
That's true, that's a matter of fact. So, I'm going to roll, I'm going to try to make an awareness roll to see if I can find like some sort of connecting tissue between these particular these particular offerings, these religious symbols. Just sort of what he was doing.
Fortitude plus awareness, because this is a lot of information to sort through.
Okay.
He kept all of his records and receipts in terms of being a terrible person.
Right. Luckily for me, I upgraded my fortitude to 4. So this will be a little bit more helpful. Alright, that's 3 successes.
Okay.
Just barely meeting the success threshold.
That's
just barely
good.
Scraping by.
That's good.
We take those.
You gotta get as many chances as you can muster in this system.
You see, everything that you find in sight is evil, but innocuous as far as to what you're looking for is. It's just general receipts of, hey, this is the invoice for the prayers of enslaved people I sent out to you. This is the receipt for the pounds of ghosts to be turned into soul steel I sold off to you. And then you trip over something. You get up and there's a latch in the ground next to where your hat fell off onto.
Oh, right. I forgot this fell off. It's a little mucky, but it's good now.
Yeah, there's just straight up like a hidden hatch on the floor, buried through the stone.
Huh. Hey, this is definitely...
let's slip down the hatch.
Yeah, this is definitely not, natural K formation. Let me see here. I open the hatch. I'm also blow drying my hat with my fire magic.
Go ahead and give me a fortitude plus athletics roll.
Okay. That is, well, I'm glad I actually put some more on fortitude there. 3 successes again.
3 successes.
Yeah,
okay.
3 is just barely enough.
Okay.
In which case, you...
Sorry. I'm acting.
Yeah, as you're opening the hatch, you feel something prickle against... are you wearing gloves of any kind?
No.
In that case, as you bend down on it, you scrape your fingernails against something, and you feel something sharp brush against the very edge of your fingernail, and you immediately pull back before it can actually pierce the skin.
Ah, rats! Ah, bastard! Yeah, they got some gloves in there. I think there's something sharp in the middle of that.
Gloves, fine, I'll do it then. And then Gavel.
So before she does,
can
I check to see what it was?
Yeah, with 3 successes, I was just about to narrate. That was a poison needle.
Oh, brother!
Oh,
that's a spring trap.
Yeah, you just barely managed to avoid enough successes for it to avoid piercing the skin by moving fast enough.
Oh dear. Hold on there. This damn thing is booby trapped. Almost got.
This is gonna be a stealth roll in order to disarm it.
Oh, brother.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's a real bad stat among all of us. Wouldn't it?
Yeah, really is.
Yeah, there's one person here who has good stealth.
Who?
Lythander.
Okay, let me go wake up Lythander from his fugue state.
Slap him out of his high.
Yeah.
Wake.
Yeah.
Morning, sunshine.
Was just standing up on a corner holding a crystal to his head.
We need your help, man. We found a sewer grate basically.
Okay.
It's got booby trapped. It has a poison needle, like real rattlesnake style.
And do you think I can? I mean, I grab him and turn him into a mouse.
I accept my new form with grace and dignity.
I don't think you could turn him into a mouse yet. That's a separate charm to force someone into an animal shape. You could give him mouse-like features, though. Make him drop like 2 feet in height.
Hey, you want to
make me grow slightly smaller?
Hey, do you need some? Okay, show me what you need.
All right, so basically, this dang thing is booby trapped. You can't really figure out a way to open the hatch without triggering it. We figure you're good with your hands, but you might get something.
I was good with my hands. I'm an alcoholic.
Well, yeah, but listen, a drunk craftsman is about twice as effective as
shadow hand to pull at it.
Okay, yeah. So go ahead and give me a fortitude plus stealth check with a stunt for thinking to use the shadow hands technique.
I mean, they're not my hands. I mean,
they are. They're just your shadow's hands.
Yeah, so he shouldn't
get hurt. This is to roll to see if your shadow gets poisoned.
What happens if my shadow gets poisoned?
Question. Let's roll the dice and find out.
So fortitude, right?
Yep, fortitude plus stealth.
Alright, so that is 8 plus the stunt, meaning it's 10. Roll 10d10. 7s.
Hey! You got it.
Yep, 3 is the general success
3
number,
successes.
and that's what was needed.
Okay.
Excuse me.
3 seems to be our lucky number right now.
Seems to be.
It's okay, none of the hard rules have been activated yet.
That's good.
Yeah, I was about to say, just for now, keyword there.
Yo, we have hard rolls? I love me some hard rolls.
Oh boy.
If you were using your normal flesh and blood hands to do this, you would have absolutely been hit by whatever poison.
Oh yeah, no, I'm smart. I hope you know. I am.
Yeah. It does not seem like your shadow can be affected by this. It can physically grab and interact with the needles, and there's hundreds of them, by the way. This is very slow going.
Huh.
Whatever secret is buried down here, he was very desperate to protect it. But one by one, you pull every single one out. It takes a good span of a few hours, and by the time you're finished, Gavel's injuries have healed. But
thank goodness.
You finally managed to get all of them out, and you make sure to get every single fucking one. Even your familiar chicken Pedro helps out and grabs a few of them in his beak.
I have a chicken?
You have familiar 1, and you mentioned back in session 1 this was your chicken familiar.
Yeah.
Chicken.
So, after the 2 of you, it's a simple matter to wrench it open and retrieve the manila folder inside.
Alright. So, trap disarmed. I'll wrench it open. And somebody else might retrieve it. If you want, I could just do the roll, I guess. Who's got higher athletics, me or... Who's got higher athletics?
There's no roll for this one. You already took care of the trap.
No, that's good.
Oh, yay.
That's good. Alright, we'll just... Damn, it's still heavy. It's done. I did it. I'm the strongest. By far. Never a problem.
Alright, well then if you care to open the folder, maybe.
I'll
open the folder and see what's inside.
2.
Okay. I'm gonna open folder 3.
All 3 of them are in code.
I would like to...
Oh boy.
Complicated, each single one of them's in a different code.
I would like to activate my ability to break codes.
I don't know if you have the charm for that yet, but I can give you a either your choice of an embassy or stealth roll to get started on what's going to be a venture of decoding all of these.
Actually, I could probably take a hit of that, considering I got some stuff for embassy.
So this is going to be a subplot that's going to take some time to digest. This is going to be you get one roll of this per session generally, unless you cut corners.
Alright, so embassy plus shit. What now?
Embassy plus force.
Alright, and I'm gonna use an excellency on embassy so that I can get 6d10 plus my force, so that's a 10d10.
3 successes.
And that's not what I wanted,
let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 successes.
2,
successes.
3, 4.
3 and 4, baby. Let's go!
Yeah.
Okay, there are 3 different files, but for the sake of not leaving you guys disappointed, I'll say that those went to different ones than what you were initially looking at. So, for Lathander, the folder that you picked had a lot of was written in a sort of geometric code. This one seems to be one of the more simple ones. It's a fairly standard substitution cipher, but the issue is these don't seem to be attached to words in any languages you're familiar with. This is a language that has over 50 at least different characters in terms of the normal 25 or 26.
I have an idea since I do have her memories.
Did you I don't know if you got the you mean Sky Sundering Shadow? This isn't connected
never mind.
To her. Yeah, if you do have the memory stealing charm, and unfortunately wouldn't give you anything for this.
Right.
What you could tell is that this is a language. This is one of the more simple low security ciphers that he just wrote up in a hurry, but what exactly it says will require more time to figure it out.
Like a champ. Boom. Got it.
The thing that you are able to find is that it is structured like letters, so this is a records of correspondence that have been recoded into a cipher form. The folders that you have are letters.
Okay.
Between who and what, it's not sure, but you have that. And now for Adam.
Alright.
The information you find are significantly more difficult for you to understand because you, out of the 3 members of the group, don't speak Old Realm.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
My literacy has come to find me.
Just like the Mask of Winters.
Oh no. Literacy.
One of the most famed Death Lord of the setting can't read. Long-running joke in the fandom because he lacked literacy scores.
Anyway.
So, cross-referencing with the other members of the group, knowing sorcery and necromancy do mean you know Old Realm, basically. It's very hard to do that without knowing the language.
I just hold it to my friends. I up to their faces crying, and I go, I can't read it.
Do I want to give it an attempt to read it?
I mean, you could use his roll to basically get the first stage of the decoding done.
I will do that.
They just drew a snail on there. I don't know what that means.
A² plus B² equals C².
Gavel, this is a blueprint. Moreover, this is the thickest out of the 3 various different folders that you found. This one is not deliberately written in code. It's more that the rolls represent sorting through a absolute deluge of information covering what appears to be major parts of the entire Dreaming Sea going by this map.
I, of course, inform my dear friend about this.
I knew that.
Dear friend, no, but I have informed my friend about this, my comrade, rather.
Who's your comrade?
I knew that.
Let me know.
Neither. Oh. Comrade is just both of you.
Right. And Adam coughs a bit. Yep, knew that from the start. Fantastic. Thank you for your help. Obviously.
Whatever, fine. As long as you get the point.
Thank you kindly for spelling out for me. One
other bit of information I'll give you from that roll, given that you got an extra success over what was needed.
Blueprint, huh?
You do find out at least who is connected to at least this section of these schemes, given that the Imperial Seal of Prasad is stamped over at least some of these blueprints, signed off by the Rani Satrap herself.
Hot diggity dog! Is that the Imperial Seal of Prasad I spy?
It unfortunately appears to be.
Well, seems...
yeah, this is something that both royal houses for once could actually agree on, given that both the seals are there. Usually they can't agree on shit.
Now, why would the Imperial House of Prasad be interested in the pet project of a small, relatively immortal geyser god? What do you think?
Could be a lot of reasons for it, I suppose.
Well,
they're assholes, for one,
that's
so...
true. Can't deny that. So, at the very least, the first clue we get is that Prasad is involved in some way, shape, or form. Considering we now have a sort of embargo on traveling there. Or is that not the right word? I don't care. The point is, if we at least have some clue that Prasad might be involved, we can't just take that at face value, considering we are not wanted in Prasad.
For now.
Doesn't mean we can't
so
go and pay
if
them
we
a visit, though.
That's true. However, it's going to be important that we don't get seen in Prasad.
Oh, you are just too precious.
Especially
we can
by
be
our
seen. I'll just change our faces around a bit.
No. Well, I guess that works.
Something tells me it might be a bit harder than that.
That's true. Now,
because if anyone even whiffs any sort of magic near us, they might know something's up.
Exactly right. Which is why I was about to suggest the traditional method of disguise.
Flight?
Now, I know...
You're really thinking of flying in there.
No, my dear friend. Practical effects.
That was what I just said.
I thought you were going to use magic.
I said I can
You said using magic.
I never said with what.
Well,
considering your previous, shall we say, interests, it was pretty much an assumption that it was going to be magic.
It was an educated
as you often tend to do.
Right. Well, I don't know about you, but I've been thinking about the disguise plan for quite some time. And if I know that there is going to be one complication with that plan, it's going to be our dear
1,000.
army of 50. Exactly.
I was going to say, am I wrong?
Much, but yeah, it's a lot of people.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
I genuinely forget how many there are.
About 1,000.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think it's
right.
just one.
That.
I think it's just one.
Yeah, you upgraded that bastard all the way to the end. Right.
It's about 4 tribes all grouped into each other.
Right.
Day Knights plus auxiliaries.
In which case, I had a small plan. I had a plan.
What is the plan?
It would be difficult. It would be difficult to disguise ourselves and pass by unnoticed if we were carrying such a heavy load of people around with us. However, it is not uncommon for a certain kind of person to be traveling around the globe, followed by a huge personal army, and that kind of person is royalty.
I was fearing you were going to say that.
Well, Mr. Lythander, if I may be so bold as to make a commission of you, you think we could stop by some form of? I'll go get a friend of mine to hire ourselves a tailor. If we can make, and of course, this is all dependent on whether or not Gavel is comfortable with us, of course. But I do believe that our best shot of going unnoticed is disguising Gavel as royalty, and passing her.
Oh dear.
And passing her through as our courier.
Gavel is going to kill us.
That is, if she says yes.
I'm not getting up as a fucking aristocrat.
Well, think about this. Or think about it like this. Our mark is part of royalty, as indicated by the sign. If we could get more information out of them, potentially get close, we would need to get close. It would be important. It would be important if we could find out that there would be any sort of royalty sponsored events happening close by in Prasad at this very moment. And if we could, that could be an opportunity for you to flex your social skills. By which point we can find out where they would be reuniting, storm it, grab what we need, and dart away as fast as the wind.
That's a long way of saying espionage.
That's true. I am proud of my flowery language, thank you, man.
As Steve pokes his head back in. Wait, can't you guys just shapeshift? You could just steal the shape of some aristocrats and turn into them. I mean, that's what the moon guy's for, right?
Again, if anyone even sniffs.
Don't worry,
sort of
I can use makeup!
I mean,
I'm
there's
pretty
ways of...
sure we're screwed.
Jeez! You think that I don't have the ability to use makeup if I can shapeshift? What are you?
What I'm saying is that Hopkins isn't the only
Sure,
magic
he's one of
sniffer
the very
around
few,
in
though.
the world.
Everyone make an attribute plus awareness roll.
Oh boy. Alright. Attribute plus awareness? Okay.
Attribute plus
So-
awareness.
So, I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Which gives me a...
Alright. 4 successes.
2 successes!
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
That gives me 8. Let's see. Let me just roll on real quick here with that 8d10. 2.
Let me put on my legging. Alright, I got it. 4 successes.
Adam's the only one who notices.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Granted, he did come up from behind, so he's out of eyeshot for both Gavel and Lathander. But in the midst of this conversation, you notice, judging by his rather relaxed position leaning against a nearby stalagmite, whichever one, he seems to have been there for a while now. A man in light green and pink robes who appears to be smoking from a pipe and is looking at what appears to be a small pocket sundial, not tuned, but with weird starbursts on it. Wearing long gilded sandals covered with gems and gold. And as he turns his face to meet your eyes, Adam, he doesn't actually have a face. It is one enormous eyeball.
Oh, that's terrifying.
I love them.
Wondering when all of you would notice. I've just been here waiting to deliver a message, and I didn't want to interrupt. Go continue. I can deliver it once it's done.
No,
Go
Han,
ahead.
since you're here.
This is pretty intriguing. And who might you be? Friend?
Dusts off his robes and looks at Gavel and then bows toward her. Hail and well met, Green Sun Prince. I will say before proper introductions that you should present yourself with the bearings of a royalty, as you have been chosen for the station by our beloved Prince Ligier.
Do I know this guy at all?
Give me a attribute
He's your
plus
brother,
suggestion roll.
Anakin.
Alright, hold on. Please no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And sagacity?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. That's about 8 successes.
Corona Selch, second circle demon, descended from the Yosi Sakaravelli.
Oh, goodness. Well, it's a pleasure.
This is one of the Yosi's most foremost messengers, is very good at seeking out the people who he's sent to deliver highly important documents and classified secrets to, but as the second circle demon, the number of people who can summon him is pretty few.
Yes. It's an honor to meet one of my own here for once.
Oh.
How are you doing? And what news do you come bearing today?
Well, I am doing fairly well as far as that can be considered. There's one less of those pissant rebels around, no thanks to you. Excellent job on that, by the way.
Thank you, I try my best.
And hey, calibration was a bit ago, so I was actually able to sneak out of the prison on our own to see how the world above was doing.
Still as a shithole as always, but we make do.
I will say, it's a little disappointing how few people had these. He actually points to the eyeball. The part of the world where I manifested, there were very few of these. Someone was either going around stealing them, or they were trading them away. It was quite disappointing. We really need as many eyes on my parents, not quite the right word, but Sacrivelli unfortunately does need to be kept asleep. The greatest self cannot be awakened. But, anyways, I am getting ahead of myself. The message. Have you met any of the Green Sun princes in the area, Gavel?
Not to my knowledge, no.
That may change very shortly, because...
Oh, lovely.
In the next few... No, we changed the amount of seasons after a while, didn't we? In the span of several months from now, and he gives you a date that is going to be a good chunk of sessions from now. Like, this is something that's far set up in the future of the campaign, like several seasons, like during the season of Fire or something. There will be what the others are going to be calling the All Thing, where a good number of Green Sun princes in the region will be meeting personally and then taking a journey into Malpheus itself.
Oh, I see.
The host of Hell is gathering, and, well, I don't know what they're partial to. I'm just the messenger here, but I suppose it'll be something you will find quite interesting.
I would imagine so. These things do not happen often.
I was going to ask, by the way, who are these?
Oh, right. These are people I am currently traveling with. We seem to have mostly mutual quests, it seems, so I'm just... This is Atom, I point to Adam, and this is... Lythander, unfortunately.
What is so unfortunate about my existence that it makes you...
The one you shacked up with is the unfortunate part.
What is wrong with the wife that I have no idea who she is?
Everything. Everything she stands for, everything she believes in, everything she is a problem.
Well, I could say the same about you, couldn't I?
I could, but it wouldn't make it any more true.
You know what? You are fair, and this is why you are my friend.
Not friends.
Friend.
Compatriots.
No, that seems like an unhealthy friendship, Corona Self mutters to himself.
No, hello there, friend.
Oh, we're not friends.
Oh, yes, we are.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
No, you're not.
Yes, we are.
But nonetheless,
sketch. You'd be able to hear those. It's all pantomime. Anyway,
right.
The other issue I wanted to mention is this will be taking place in Malpheus itself. Do you have any means of egress into there?
Do I?
Not that you're aware of.
Not that I'm aware of, no.
I see. Well, there are several in the area. He pulls out a map. Oh, good, you already have a map on you. And he just goes to the blueprints, pauses, looks at those.
Oh, boy.
Huh.
Are you able to decipher these?
No.
Do you know anyone who can?
Well, I do know of some, but unfortunately my time here is waning. I will merely say that perhaps consulting others from Malpheus may be able to help understand this. It's a map of ley lines, you see. There are certain demons who are able to assist with that.
I'll certainly keep that in mind if I happen to stumble across any more of your kind.
You seem initiated enough into the majesty of sorcery you can summon demons already.
I'm still working on it.
Fair enough. Now, he points to the map. Let's see, I believe it is here. Or rather off the coast here. Where there is one entrance to Malpheus that is perhaps within a few weeks' travel from where we are currently. Perhaps you're currently right there. And given that each square of the map is a France, and it takes a bit of time to get from one end of France to another, it would take you 1 France's worth of travel to get to the Malpheus Gate.
Okay.
By the way, I was not around in the First Age. I was recreated after the host of Wretched Exalts slew my predecessor, and Saturavelli was forced to regenerate me in his slumber, but something about the city, rather where this is, seems familiar to me. Do you know much of this Palanquin?
Palanquin? Hold on, let me roll. Hold on, would this be sagacity as well?
This would be either sagacity or embassy. And anyone
I'll take
do this roll.
I'll do sagacity.
Alright, I'll do the same. I'll do embassy. And I'll do the 80-10 for that. Because I'm epic.
Yep, different results based on what skill you use.
Alright, 4 successes.
No,
oh man, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 successes, and that was with sagacity, by the way.
Okay, so in order of who rolled, Adam, you know that Palanquin used to be a fairly nice place. There is actually art of it on the core book. It is a enormous city in the sky held up by 4 giant statues made of jade.
Whoa.
There's incredible art of it somewhere in the core book. It's very evocative. I might put a bit into it in the video edit of this. But everything changed when the Yazir attacked.
Oh, no.
They enslaved all the a large chunk of the locals and essentially conquered and annexed the city.
Ah, here it is. Here's the artwork. It says Butt Town.
Well, that's what it might be called now.
It
is.
Here's Butt Town.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my god! Where did you find that?
That was the first result I found. Anyway, here's the original image.
That's what's gonna be put in the fucking video. The Butt Town image.
Butt Town, USA. Welcome
Guys, I
to
think
Butt
we might have the title of the title of this episode. The Secrets of Butt Town.
Excellent.
All right.
Anyway,
so moving on to what Gavel knows of the city. She knows more of its sorceress history, and this is something that the unwoven coadjutor might whisper to her unprompted as she thinks of what she knows.
Oh boy.
Now that it was annexed into the Ysiri Empire, they have the most mortal sorcerers in creation, period. There are over dozens upon dozens of mortal sorcerer princes and princesses who rule all of their people with an iron fist. They are one of the more cartoonishly evil people in the region. Like, even more, like, they're even more cackling Skeletor villains than the Empire of Prasad. They are actively practicing slavery, unlike most other polities in the region. They're the only ones who try and own other people as property.
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
Also, speaking with the unknown coadjutor mentions a single word to you, Zenmu.
Zen. Okay, let me put that in my notes real quick.
Shenmue. If we ever get a Patreon, it might be a good idea to put whatever notes you guys have as a goal.
The only thing I have as for my notes is Hobkins the Magical Great Dane, Corona Selch, and then Zenmu.
Wait, we're supposed to have notes?
No, I'm just doing this for my own peace of mind.
I mean, it might not be a bad idea if you want to keep notes. There's going to be a lot of information coming at you fast these next few sessions.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, let me write down this demon's name real quick. I feel like it's going to be useful later. And then, obviously, okay, Zenmu.
That is ZEN-MU.
Okay, well, there was a dash. Good. I was thinking there was a apostrophe. No, it's a dash. Good. All right. But I inform Selch that it's like, oh, that city that's basically held up by 4 giants, and the one with all the slavery from the aristocrats as well. Lovely place. Lovely place.
Do you mention
we need to destroy it?
Do you mention what the coagitator told you?
I will say also I think the name something called Zenmu resides there as well.
Slow.
You wouldn't have
entire face blink from Corona Selch.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Not me as I am right now. It's vaguely familiar, but I think my greater self may have some knowledge of it before he was killed and then remade, and I was remade, but I may send one of my first circle demons to you at some point if we can never slip the leash, perhaps. By the way, you wouldn't happen to have any spare eyeballs, would you?
I look around to see if there's any corpses.
You disintegrated the corpse of Wild Suspire, so no.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's
Hold on,
very
I have
true.
a card somewhere. Hold up. Here it is. Alright, this is my eyeball guy. This is who I go to for eyeballs. Give him a call. He'll hook you up.
What?
Unfortunately, the closest body with any sort of eyes was, well, completely and utterly destroyed by yours truly.
I always have. I always have a phone. I always have a card for whoever might need something. But yeah, here's his card. This is his coordinates on the planet. If you go there, he'll get you the eyeballs you need, as many eyeballs as you could desire, and more. He works at Eyeball Emporium.
You were chosen by the sun. How do you know of such a person?
Well,
I thought you were all high and mighty and righteous.
He gets around.
I get around. Exactly right. Couldn't say it better myself.
What this actually is, I think, is probably some variety of a coroner or maybe a shady doctor you might know.
No, this is just a guy. This is just a fisherman. He keeps the fish eyeballs for fun.
I would prefer the hairless monkey eyeballs, but honestly, I'll do what I can. And unfortunately, with my message delivered, and as he says, this geomantic sigils are starting to form around him, and green fire is starting to blaze around them.
Right.
Unfortunately, you are the last of the Green Sun Princes I was to inform, and my window here is now closing.
Right.
I do hope we meet again.
Fine.
This has been quite the interesting diversion.
And I hope that next meeting will be even more interesting by then, but...
And if you do find any spare eyeballs, feel free to let me know.
All right, well, we're well aware. But yeah, give my man a call.
I'll
see you around.
I'll make a note of it.
Oh, and before I go, the password for the gate is, and then he's gone.
Well, I feel like he could have told us that at the beginning of the conversation rather than the end, but I feel like that was a very productive encounter.
We'll know it in due time. That's not what I'm worried about right now.
Well,
I'm more worried about, going to see all the lovely champions and all the other sorts of demonic presences to be expected.
Well, I welcome all opportunities for networking, no matter where. And for what reason? You gotta be adaptable.
Yes, I certainly know you like to shake hands and trade information as you often do, but not really my sort of thing, I'm afraid.
You gotta be born for it, I'm afraid. Tools of the trade.
Indeed. But, alright.
Alright.
But, now... Let's see. Hold on, let me add some stuff here real quick. Gate 2. All right. So, what was our next plan of action again?
Disguises.
Oh, unfortunately, right. And I suppose Hell Superiors are even keen to the idea, so fine. I suppose I'll play dress-up this time.
Well, it is quite appreciated. Alright.
Meanwhile, by the time this conversation finishes, there is a small pile of unconscious and restrained bodies at the very front of this sanctum entrance.
Oh boy.
SST pokes his head about this. You might want to see this.
Oh dear, what is it now? Alright, I
walk over and look. Yes, what is it, SSD?
He's holding a giant bloodied eyeball the size of his fist.
Oh, excellent!
God damn it!
Wasn't that your friend?
You couldn't have told us that when the guy was right here. He would have loved to see this.
What guy?
I think that's the guy you're punching, or you have in your hand.
Don't worry about it. But no, he wanted more human eyeballs.
Who is he? Is there someone else? Was there someone else?
Nope. Don't worry about it, SSD.
Yes,
no worry.
I feel like I do need to worry about this.
Yes, no, SSD.
No worrying.
They snuck in.
You're not allowed to worry when you're around
Our
me.
friend here, Gavril, is a prince of hell.
We collect. I was talking about a fisherman friend of mine. He collects eyeballs of diverse animals for the purposes of study and recreation. He made a sculpture one time. It was disturbing. But that was who we were talking about.
Wow, make sure that I never talk to any of your friends there ever again.
I have many friends.
This is a
That scares me.
If you're done with the bits, yes, this is a talisman.
Ooh, I'd like to touch it.
The Nephrak Eternal Stigmata uses these as focuses for vision.
I will punch it.
Okay, and it's squished into a little puddle.
I will then whip out my urinary tract.
Stigmatic.
Okay.
I'm joking about that. I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
I'm not going to pee on the eye.
But yeah, let me inspect the talisman.
Okay.
Seems to be its
go
deal.
ahead. This isn't really going to require too much of a roll. This is just a necromantic focus.
Okay.
There are spells you could use in order to create coins that you could use of far seeing to spy on people. This appears to be the necromancy version of that.
Fascinating. Hey, Lathander, try this on.
I look at Adam, Adam's pointing to.
Put this on.
It's a puddle.
You want me to put a puddle on?
Yeah. Drink the puddle.
How would one put a puddle on?
Drink the puddle.
I
grab a straw.
I push Lythander into the puddle.
Okay.
I dodge.
You dodge.
Alright, make a finesse plus athletics roll.
I use bureau breaking method on his dodge.
Oh no.
Not a bureaucratic.
I used Shadow Yoke Fury on his thing, so that I could get a major intimacy of hating that.
Okay, let's not do that.
That's for social attacks.
So what do I need here? Finesse plus.
No, that was a joke.
I argue this is a social attack.
I'll do performance to dodge.
I'll allow it.
I put his finger in there.
Oh goodness.
2, 3 successes.
1, 2, 3.
You dodge out of the way. You dodge out of the way, and Adam, you just barely managed to catch yourself on your hands before you fell into the eyeball slush.
Oh boy.
You overestimated how far you'd be under pushing him.
Right, that's true. No, it was
Gavel. I will now use my shadow hand to poke the slush.
The slush pokes back.
Oh!
You get a ring.
That's not kosher. That's not cash money at all. That's very disturbing.
Could be a lot worse, I suppose.
So is the amulet just gone forever? Is that just...
That wasn't the focus point of the amulet. The actually valuable part was squished by Lathander.
Ah.
Right, so... Exactly. But
the fact that there was more of a presence here means that the Nephrak still had eyes on you.
No.
Get that rack off my rack.
But can he still make the cool coins?
Oh yeah, he could make more eyeballs.
Woo! No, I mean, like
Stigmata can, not Lathander.
No, I wanted him to make the coins. That's why I wanted him to put it on.
He'd have to learn the spell for that.
Oh, I thought that was the point. I thought that was a prize of some kind.
Not quite.
Unfortunately,
no.
not.
Oh.
All right, it's at this point. Are you all done with the bits? Because my people are suffering while you are all doing bad comedy.
Yeah, I know. I still wasn't.
Oh, these aren't bits, my good friend. You should know this.
It's all right. All right. Well, we'll go. We'll see what we can do.
You did swear an oath about it and all that.
Yeah, we did.
Yes,
we did.
there.
We're sorry. But yeah, anytime you're ready, we're prepared.
We should probably leave now then. Have you gotten everything you needed from within Suspire's lair?
I think we got everything we would need from that dreadful place.
I'm assuming you managed to deal with him then.
Oh, we managed to find a very permanent solution.
Oh yes, no, we killed him.
Yeah.
We physically killed him.
Did not know you could do that. I just thought you trapped him in a rock for hundreds of years.
No! We are very scary.
That's why I said permanent solution.
You need to realize we are very scary people.
Yeah,
and you should not cross us.
The orator did mention that a bunch of the other chosen could do some horrifying things.
And this isn't even our full power. We're like piddly little babies right now.
You were piddly little babies, now you're up to Essence too. Not anymore.
Yeah.
We're still piddly little babies to me.
Okay, so, this is not going to require a travel venture, because getting to, the next stage of adventure setting is not the difficult part. That's in what happens once you get there. So, starting from about here, from Wild Suspire's lair, takes you to probably about, I would say, here-ish, alongside the coast. It takes you a few sustained weeks of journey, thanks to the loot taken from... Actually, before you leave, what do you guys want to do with the cultists?
Kill them all and let God sort them out.
I'm gonna bash their skulls in and collect their eyeballs.
Even the ones who betrayed the cult?
No, though they can live.
No, they can live. No, we're just gonna leave them hogtied.
You're not gonna try and recruit them or anything?
No, I'm going to let them free.
I'm gonna make a test on whether they will join or not.
Alright, what do you want that to be?
I'm going to get one of my guys. I'm gonna have him give me his sword. I'm gonna untie one of them, and I'm gonna give him the sword and see what he does.
Excuse me, this is yours? He gives it back to you.
You're a bit of a dim sort, aren't you? What? No matter, we can fix that. All right, you're in.
Okay.
Welcome to a new cult.
All right.
And I just do that to each individual one. I kill the ones who actually try and fight me. The ones who do something similar to what he did. I recruit them.
A bunch of them just actually free some of their fellows instead.
No, that's fine. Good enough.
Yeah, it seems like all the ones who did defect were genuine and wanting to. You actually don't have to kill any of them. So the ones who generally had not drinking the Kool-Aid and who wanted out all are free to come with you. And this is more of a flavor thing than giving you suddenly Command 6, because it doesn't go that high. But you have a few new guys in your entourage now.
That's fair. Alright, that's good. A few more bodies is always good.
He uses one of... The soldier who you took it from takes one of your officers from the local, from one of the local beast folk tribes you recruited, takes it back with one of his many insect hands. I didn't mention that you had a few handfuls of beast folk in your army yet, did you?
You did not.
Right, so
you did not mention this.
There is a relatively extensive network of caverns from further inland where live a good tribe of beetle folk from. Legend says that that a champion of the moon used to have a pretty extensive empire down there. He helped empower people by giving them chitinous shells, essentially acting as natural armor. But, well, then the Prasadi showed up, and the Dragon Blood outnumbered the Lunars, and that happened. So there's all right. They're not doing super hot today, which is why the beetle folk were kind of easily swayed back in your early days of gathering up dudes.
That's
so
fair.
He takes back his sword and sheathes it back into his shell. Something I wanted to mention while I have your attention, madam.
Oh, yes?
Yeah, antennae starts twitching nervously. This is one of the leaders of the Beetlefolk tribe, goes by the name of Unbreakable Chitin.
Okay. Unbreakable Chitin. Okay.
I think I saw someone out at sea. We're not too far from the coast out here, and my eyesight's not the best, but it's more in the sense of vibrations, and maybe sensing essence is more accurate, because I could have sworn I felt a mote of something somewhere out across the sea that's similar to your silver friend over there.
Oh boy. Does Hopkins notice anything? Does Hopkins look like they're...
does not seem to be able to smell any celestial magic.
Okay.
He is currently by the coast. He tries to take a sip of seawater, then just retches, throws up, eats his own throw up. Still a dog.
Yeah, that seems like Hopkins. All right.
Oh, Hopkins.
All right. Then I'll take. Then from what information I'm given, I'll kind of, I guess, look and see.
Right.
Go ahead and give me a finesse awareness roll, difficulty 6.
Whoa. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dice. Okay. 8d10. Please be kind. That's 4 successes. Not enough, unfortunately.
So I'll say that you see something, but you're not able to identify too much about it beyond the fact that it looks vaguely jellyfish-esque. What exactly this was, whether or not it was a jellyfish man, some kind of enormous jellyfish chimera beast, or whether or not it was the question mark lunar in person is unclear, because the second you try and look, it's gone, but there definitely was something there.
Okay. That's a little concerning, but fine. Here's we have some sort of jellyfish creature looking over us.
That's strange. That's definitely not something you see every day.
I would like
Nor is it something we would want.
to fly over to it.
Okay, give me the same, let's say this is a force plus awareness roll for you, given that you're actively seeking
so
out.
3 plus awareness, that's 6.
I'll give you a stunt for thinking to fly over to him, too.
That is 1, 2...
Holy shit, you weren't supposed to succeed at that.
That's spicy.
That's 4, 6, 7, 8 successes.
Why are all of your good rolls outside combat, man?
I don't know.
Don't worry about it. It's good right now, John.
That's what's important.
Don't worry about it. It's good right now.
Yes.
Okay, so who you manage to see is... normally... Okay. Have you ever heard of a Kraken?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Imagine that, but a jellyfish.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Is it sentient? Do I know if it's sentient?
Its eyes turn to directly look at you, and then they narrow.
I am trying to see what my thing on how to steal shape is. I forgot it.
Don't you have to piss on it?
Break into their house or trick it somehow.
Oh.
I would like to...
Although, I will say this is a legendary size, shape you're looking at here, and that requires a specific charm to be able to steal that shape.
Really?
That is true.
Because legendary size gives you a shitload of benefits, that's why.
Well, you can't let me just say that I have it, but I can't use it?
Unfortunately, no. Oh, I could say that you get it and then can't shapeshift into it if you manage to trick him somehow.
Yeah. Like, I'm okay with that. I'm going to start to fly down closer to it.
Okay.
Famous last words.
Further narrow.
I would like to say, I come in peace.
Are you in the form of a bird that can talk?
I transform back and fall into the ocean.
Oh, you're gonna regret that here in a second.
I know.
And
I say, I come in peace. I say, come in peace when I'm falling.
This is too soon. You weren't supposed to see... Says the Kraken in a booming voice.
Oh, sorry about that.
Does the booming voice mean we can all hear it?
Unfortunately, no. You're too far out at sea.
Darn it! All right.
Give me an awareness roll to see if you can hear it. You too.
All right,
you too,
just an awareness or attribute plus awareness.
All rolls have attributes.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, wait, hold on. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 4 successes.
You hear something very loud on the horizon, but can't make out its words.
No. That's fine. As long as I know that something is doing that.
Adam?
Oh, hello?
Chills?
Yes?
Oh, give me a attribute plus awareness roll to see if you can find out what the Kraken's saying.
Sorry, I have a game. I went into the white void.
Oh, no.
Canonically, Adam looked at the ocean and became transfixed. 5 successes.
Oh, wow.
The most distracted party member is the one with the highest awareness.
Just barely you can make out what it's saying. It takes a lot of straining and focus.
Alright, let me see here. I think my jellyfish is a little rusty, but let me...
He's speaking in river speak, though, so...
Right.
Lathander hears it the clearest, as he's right there. So as soon as you shape back, he starts backing away. This is too soon. I need to find out whose side you're on.
So, if you tell us the sides, we might be able to tell you whose sides we're on. Because right now, we are basically on no one's side.
Yeah, don't worry, I got this.
Well, you're too far away to speak to him.
Alright.
Corrack is the only one who's able to speak to this.
Yeah, you can hear it, but...
This is a few miles out at sea.
And I go, oh yeah, I guess I couldn't speak to Lathander either. Let me see here.
No.
But I guess I can still, like, hear them talking, for what that's worth.
You can hear the Kraken, you can't hear Lathander, because the Kraken's speaking at ear-piercing decibels.
Yeah. But yeah, I hear him, and I tell this information to, I tell what he's saying to Gavel there. He distrusts us, more or less. Says it's too soon. He's gotta know if we're on his side, or their side. Right?
No shame in holding your cards close to your chest, I suppose.
True. You think there are...
Alright, so, Lathander, what did you say in response to that again?
I said, as of the moment, we are trying to destroy souls, trying to figure out a way to destroy soul steal, so we can let the souls go back to where they need to go, being in the circle of reincarnation. My other 2 compatriots are not. That is my personal mission, and to regain the memories that I have lost. Because apparently I had a wife in a past timeline who did some very weird things.
You wouldn't happen to be Lathander, would you?
Well...
Oh no.
Yes, I am Lathander. Pleasure to meet you. I try to offer a hand, but I realize, wait, your giant tentacle might kill me. So I just slowly pull it back and say, pleasure to meet you.
of the seething moon. How does the moon seethe?
Oh! You see, most people think that the moon is a woman.
No, that's stupid. The moon has many shapes. It's all shapes.
Yes, I know, but a lot of people see it as feminine. So you have the seething anger of a feminine creature. You do not want that, for that is the scariest thing in existence.
You really should pick a better sobriquet.
Probably, but, I mean, here I am.
I, too, am on my own side. I was doing scouting on the local powers in the area. I didn't think you would notice, so I shifted into my battle form as soon as I saw you approach.
Oh, I do not mean to fight you. That has never been an intention unless you try to fight me. But even then, I'd probably let you get a hit on me, and that would probably get me killed. Again.
All I seek at the moment is to muster my own forces.
Understandable.
So long as you stay on dry land, I do not see us having an issue yet.
Even if we were to cross on ocean, can we ask for, I don't know, for you not to attack us, per se, if we need to cross to another part of dry land?
As part of our treaty with those Beltway silver-packed pansies, I will allow you safe passage only to Mount Namas. Go elsewhere across the ocean and we will have an issue.
Yeah, what is it?
You see, I don't have much memory of anything, so I do apologize for asking what is your hatred towards them, and I apologize for not knowing. I honestly have a very severe lack of memory, which, again, is why I'm trying to get it that back.
You've never seen a Kraken smirk, but it's very disturbing.
How does a creature with a beak smirk?
Could move like that.
Yeah, that's a weird.
Oh boy.
Do you know
it
that
makes that fucking edited Germa face?
Oh no!
Oh, that's not a smirk at all.
I'm gonna have to ask Shora to make that. I'll pay him some commission money for a character token.
Just like commission him. What do you call what are the D&D creatures called? The fucking Illithid Germa Among Us sus face.
Oh goodness.
But yeah.
God, I didn't think this would be a comedy session, but here we are.
I mean, there's no combat. This is all we got.
Yeah, maybe later, but not combat. Yeah, we'll see about that. Anyways.
Yeah.
I'm with the Shadow Fang Vanguard. We believe that there should be a more unified structure for creation. These dragon bloods overthrew our rightful place and murdered us.
That is not okay. That is definitely not okay. And I agree that creation should be in balance. We shouldn't let it be. There should be some wildness, but it should also be molded as well.
Nothing you've said I disagree with.
And nothing you've said I disagree with.
I will say that there are certain ideological differences we share between Leopard, Ring-Eater, and myself.
True, but remember, there's always a compromise that can occur.
Uh-oh.
Perhaps. I will give you this. Should you wish to cross, reach out to one of my servants, and we will arrange passage for you when the war is raging to ensure you are not attacked.
I am gratefully appreciative of that. Thank you very much. I don't think I got your name. May I please ask it? If you want to keep it secret, you can. I'm not going to be upset.
100 Venom Stinger.
100 Venom Stinger, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That is a very powerful name.
Don't we all pick our names?
I don't know. I woke up with a name tag.
Hi, my name is Lathander.
I didn't know that.
Someone took your memories. That's unfortunate.
I don't know. It said dumb bitch as well on it, but I didn't want to put that in my type.
Well, then I will see you later, dumb bitch.
Hey.
Wow.
See you later, 100 piercing. Wait, is it 100 poison stinger?
100 venom stinger.
100 venom stinger, okay. You as well, 100 venom stinger.
And he turns into a dolphin and swims away.
Alright.
As he goes away,
Okay,
you
then.
notice he did not have a fixed cast mark.
Huh.
It kept shifting between faces of the moon as you spoke.
Oh my lord, he's just like me for real.
Oh
Did
no.
you know that there are sweetwater, freshwater jellyfish?
Yes, they are very dangerous.
I didn't know that. I thought they only existed in saltwater.
So,
No,
I
there's
did
a couple in
technically
freshwater.
trick him.
Did you?
I lied about there being dumb bitch on the name tag.
Well,
I'll say it had to be a little bit more consequential than that.
Well, I mean, when he
Good
shouts out dumb bitch later in the fight, he might be hit by somebody else.
Yeah, maybe you'll retroactively get the shape then, but for
Yeah.
now, it's a good.
I'm-
It was a good try, but he was being a bit too cagey.
Understandable. I'm going to swim back.
I will say, you guys weren't
Oh,
supposed to
boy.
beat this guy until way later. You rolled too well on the roll to
Indeed.
notice him.
right.
I will swim back because I am dumb.
Okay, I will say that Adam overheard most of what was said.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Gavel just heard a bunch of vague rumbling, and so did SSD for that matter.
Ah, don't worry.
Yeah.
I filled them in.
So we found... How do I say this? 100 venomous stinger was out there. Apparently he's part of the Shadow Moon cast. Right? It was Shadow
Okay.
Moon.
Shadow Fang Vanguard.
Shadow Fang Vanguard, sorry.
It's fine.
Okay.
We found it, and I have a lot in common with him, but I'm glad I talked to him because he might have attacked us if we went through the sea.
Anybody that aligns with you, I wouldn't...
Oh no, he certainly
Consider
finds
a
me
good
amusing, and that is
thing.
why we are able to pass.
Amusing is a different word entirely, but fine.
Yeah. No,
We'll go
it's
with it.
amusing because he doesn't really see me as anything but a joke, which is what I want. He might see me as a powerful ally as well, eventually, but first I want him to think of me as a joke, so that he'll underestimate us.
Do what you need to,
Though he
as
is
long as it
probably
doesn't get
watching
us.
us,
Killed.
It won't get us killed because he said that in the day of the great battle we can ask for his assistance in crossing the ocean.
Any information on this great battle at all, or nothing?
Nothing, but we have an ally for it. He really hates Prasad, which we all share in common.
I suppose
Dragonborns
so,
are
yes.
jerks, and wiped out most of his clan. He went into battle form, which was a very, very big Kraken jellyfish. And then he turned into a dolphin.
Okay then.
But yes, that's what happened.
I've heard SSD steps forward. I've heard rumors of a jellyfish. Well, anathema is just a word, so lunar along the coast. Is that the one in Same?
I don't know if it is. Well, I might have killed a few of his men because they were going after our stuff, but I'm pretty sure that was
It's for the best
Shadow.
you didn't mention that.
Yes, I know. I have a brain. It might be fuzzled and almost useless, but it still works 10% of the time.
10% of the time.
You know that 10% of the time is bullshit, yes?
100% of the time.
So you're saying that it is BS that my brain works very well functionally 10% of the time, when I know it's working at full capacity 100% of the time, but me being able to think with it is only at 1% or 10% of the time.
Everybody got that? Good!
I don't think that's... Whatever, fine.
No,
I don't
that's
care
how
anymore.
math works.
Alright. I don't care anymore.
Good.
Alright.
This is how
okay,
math
that's what
works
you
in the
think.
animal kingdom.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, onward to the next town.
Yep. Alright, which town would that be?
Well, the odd thing is, as you're getting into that town, over the next week and a half of walking, you get to the spot around, 4 p.m. or so in the day, and there's nothing there. SST actually perks up. It's like, yeah, we're going to want to cross over to the other part of the Shadowland. That's where everyone will probably be at this time of day.
Alrighty, fine.
As the sun reaches the sunset, the entire air around you begins to shimmer and warp like a heat mirage.
When the sun hits your eye like a big pizza pie,
just reflexively, you can feel the air around you start to grow colder and more stagnant, more humid. A bunch of contradicting elements. All around you, the colors are simultaneously growing incredibly more washed out, and in a few spots such as the sun, the colors of grass, even the bark of the trees nearby, are growing inexplicably more vibrant as well, with the zest of life that nothing ever has in the real world before. You're crossing over into the underworld again. This time planned, and you actually see some tents pop up on the horizon this time. In the heat mirage. Presumably that's where, and you hear music in the distance?
Anything good?
It's got a pretty solid drum line.
Okay. And I presume we're just gonna walk towards the camp then.
Oh wait, I have a drum pad up here. Oh no, wait, never mind. That's my novelty Kingdom Hearts clock. I need to hang that up. My drum's in the basement. Okay.
Right.
As you are walking into town, you see a few, I'd say a dozen or two, a dozen and a half maybe, townspeople who look pretty thin and, ragged, they have clothes, they have dirt and perhaps a bit of dried blood splashed all over their bodies. Right now they are listening to a rather short gentleman, maybe just a hair over 5 feet tall. In the center of these tents, just playing his heart out on a set of drums with 2 hands, and then a flute with the other 2 hands in his mouth.
Oh.
That's impressive.
Yes.
That's an impressive.
Hands coming out of his back like the Collector in MK11.
I just turn over to SSD. So, do none of your people know how to hunt or anything?
Who the hell are you? He's directing this towards the forearm gentleman in the center of the village.
Oh, okay. Oh no. Alright.
Do any of you want to approach or do anything?
I'll approach. I'll see.
Let me scroll up to exactly what charm he is using. He is using a performance charm right now.
Oh.
It is, it's not under presence, under performance. I'm just gonna scroll down. Masterful performance exercise. For the duration of her performance, anyone who wishes to interrupt or otherwise interfere with the exalt doing so must accept a hard bargain.
Ah, dear.
With the eggs?
Alright, well, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just approaching.
Okay.
I'm just looking, not saying anything.
Go ahead and give me a, let's call this a navigate roll. Navigate or war.
Wow. Can anybody?
What, me?
Yeah.
Do that roll?
I'll do war. War's
just
good.
Alatos for now.
Okay.
Let's see. So, any attribute for that, or just war?
Finesse.
Finesse, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4 successes.
This is a performance that simultaneously is doing two things at once. This is a motivational, performance street art piece to help improve the spirits of the people who are still around after whatever horrible thing the Nephrak has been doing to them. But this is still fairly loud. Whoever is on the outskirts of town can hear this, and he is using this magic to prevent them from interrupting. This is not against you, this is protecting the townsfolk.
That's pretty good, actually.
Think about that, dog.
Okay.
As he finishes the current tune, the crowd starts applauding, and you see for a moment these very tired people with bags under their eyes just smile for just a bit longer.
That's fair.
Actually,
I will also clap.
Okay. It's actually this. He is still continuing the performance with the lower two of his hands, but he is just doing a bunch of sick drum solos, like the ending sequence in Whiplash. He lowers his flute with the other hand, speaks to you. Did not expect anyone else to show up. Who might you be?
Name's Gavel. I'm coming with them, and I point to them. Point to everyone.
Well, as you're getting up, you can see that this dude just has a sword sticking out of his chest.
Oh, that's like as in blade forward or blade inward?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
That's a knife right there.
Alright.
Please don't interrupt the performance, by the way. It's the only thing keeping them at bay.
Uh-huh.
I was not intending on interrupting at all. Quite the opposite, in fact.
Just engaging in conversation. But yeah,
Alright, SSD steps forward, and he actually is going to take a hard bargain in order to try and get people's attention.
Oh boy.
Guys,
right.
it's me! I'm back with help! We can... Shh. Okay. He's making it very clear. The hard bargain here is, this gentleman knows his connection to these people now, that he's here to save them.
Oh.
He pauses for a moment, and then resumes the drum beat. Oh, you're the one they were speaking of earlier. I see. Well, it might not be best for you to do too much of anything right now, given the armies he's amassing. Unless you have your own armed forces here with you, I don't fancy your chances of taking them all on your own. Not when you have a fucking Nephrak.
Gaffel just smiles.
Well, we do have our own army right back there.
right.
You what?
Yeah.
Well, we do.
Yeah, it's about 1,000 men strong.
Yeah, 1,000 men strong.
I believe you've heard of the Deadites, yes?
I thought you didn't come this far inland. Why are you here?
Let's say that your friends and my friends have some similar obtaining goals that
Our
they
friends?
set out to get.
The sword falls out of his chest.
Good. Is that a good thing? Is there blood pouring out? What?
Nope.
I think that was just, yeah, I think that was just sort of the equivalent of his jaw drops.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Yeah, we have that effect on people.
So what do you say?
I don't have a token for this guy, but his face is, as he's playing, it's getting a bit more, like, when you were at the start of time, you thought he looked pretty human, but as you approach, oh, nope, this person is not well. His skin is drawn incredibly tightly across his face. He appears to be going through some stage of necrosis.
Oh, dear.
And upon even further explanation, parts of his face appear to have just been stitched together. Like he's been in a horrible accident and is recovering from multiple stitches to the face.
Seems like you've seen better days before.
That's true.
No, I'm personally fine. I'm just trying to make sure that there's no interference in what's about to come.
I guess.
Well, as long as I have my army here, then...
They call me Many Hands Mahendra.
Yeah.
Many well, that does seem very appropriate.
Himself ragged.
Ragged? What?
Ragged. As in, he worked himself ragged to the point of literally falling apart and having to stitch himself back together.
He's not. I get the joke. He doesn't. Just looks at you in confusion. Anyway, are you here to try and beat Stigmata?
Presumably, yes.
That is our MO, usually.
That'd be the hope.
Advise against rushing in there immediately because he has the rest of the townsfolk are still kind of transfixed by the magic music. So he continues speaking. He has armies, plural.
Oh, that can make things difficult.
And I have butterflies.
He did some training with some gold fucker a bit ago, and he has an army of... a literal army of attack birds. Like, literally birds that have been drilled and instilled into a unit.
Wow. I'd like to see that.
Have you ever seen macaques doing formation tactics?
You mean macaws?
Would I have? Macaws. Presumably, I think I would have.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant, but he mispronounced it in character.
Yeah, okay. So I pronounced it correctly in character.
Is that how it said? Yeah, those. Macaws. An army of attack macaws.
Right. Horrifying creatures. Incredibly smart. Their beaks are like, you know those pliers? Yeah, imagine those, but they have wings. That's what a macaw looks like. Incredibly intelligent.
Are you speaking from personal experience, Jills?
Maybe.
Oh no.
Unfortunate. Oh no.
Maybe.
There's also the...
I've seen him in the... I've seen him in the zoo sometime.
Ah, yeah. There's also a fairly standard army of the Undead. He's gathering sorcery. I believe he's initiated into... Is it Ivory? No, it's Shadow Circle. That's the second, I believe. But either way, it's some shit that you can't normally do. This is Neverborn shit.
Oh dear.
So
I heard some of his speeches while I was sneaking around trying to find information. Apparently he was killed in an incredibly humiliating and painful way while alive. Some insane prophet crucified him, and that drove him right to the Neverborn after death's door.
Gavel just slightly bites her lip.
You know how does Neverborn? You know how Neverborn is. They love talking about themselves.
Yeah. Whoever's responsible for that ultimately put us in this mess. Honestly, it's people like whoever that is that piss me off, because if we didn't have people murder each other in such a gruesome way, we would not have to deal with such ghosts of terrifying power. It makes life hard for the living and dead as they just try and suck everything into oblivion's maw.
Maybe we should just stop having wars.
That would be ideal, but at least we should stop having wars that brutal. Crucifixion's really a horrible way to go, is what I'm saying.
Right.
That it is, but sometimes it must be done.
I wonder if I was just...
I realized... gonna make a read intentions roll on you.
Yeah. I realized in the middle of my sentence, like, maybe we should stop having wars, and then Gavel looks at me funny, like, come on, I resent that.
Your resolve is 3, but player characters usually went on ties, or I think defenders usually went on ties. In any case, he has to catch on that you were the one who killed this guy.
Yep, good.
Yeah,
that's good.
He has a suspicion for a moment, but then he dismisses it.
Oh, thank goodness.
He looks at you for a moment and then just resumes playing.
Right.
He actually does have a bit of an anima glowing. There is no caste mark that is going on his forehead, but the entire air around him is turning white, like a floodlight is flaring up around him, and you can see bones start to poke out through his exposed skin.
Doing something there, darling.
Oh, that's just me doing the music in order to make sure these people don't collapse into post-traumatic stress disorder. Trying the best
Very
I can to
fair,
keep people's spirits up. They're not very good circumstances, what with the whole soul steel forging nightmare they have going on.
Understandable, I suppose.
Alright, continues playing. So, if you're planning to make war on them, I won't stop you, but unfortunately I'm not much of a fighter myself. The best I can do is give information.
Information is only one key to battle, so any information at all would be very useful.
Speaking of information, you wouldn't happen to know what I am, would you?
Would I know? I don't think I do.
This is something that is a... Give me a sagacity roll, difficulty 7.
Okay, sagacity.
Sagacity roll,
any
difficulty 7.
or...
I'm going to create a stunt. Or
I will not do that.
Not a stunt. I will like to use a moat to make...
Actually, because you're a necromancer, you get an automatic stunt with this, Lathander.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Sagacity 5, and I'm doubling my sagacity pool to 10.
Yep, so fortitude, so plus 5.
So
any attribute with this?
17
so roll...
D10.
Any attribute, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
1, 2,
7, 8, 9.
3,
4. Out of 17 dice, baby.
Oh no!
4 successes.
Woo!
4 successes.
Out of almost half as many dice, we have somebody who got the same amount of successes.
I mean, to be fair, you discovered a very important character who wasn't supposed to be seen yet earlier with a hyper.
Yeah, this is also This is also true.
Lathander, the best you can figure is that he's some kind of exalted, but of what you have no idea. Like, the anima display is making that clear, and he's not asking this as a rhetorical question. He literally has no idea what he is. Adam, would you also like to make a sagacity roll?
No. I said no.
Well, go ahead and just roll attribute plus sagacity, whatever, to give me a result. To see what you think.
I think we should join the darkness.
I say, knowing you have sagacity 0.
Yes, exactly right.
Oh, that's so good.
So just roll one of your attributes and let's see if you botch or something.
Okay. Yep.
0.
That's about what I expected.
You think this is another abyssal?
Oh no.
Adam briefly considers tackling him, but stops himself because he is not certain he knows what life is right now. So he is currently going to take a brain check and just sort of let everyone else do their thing.
Gavel just kind of clears her throat and says, well, sorry, I don't think I've come across one of you before, so unfortunately, no, I have no clue.
Yeah, same conclusion as Lathander. Chosen of question marks.
Yeah. Chosen of yet to be identified.
He continues playing it, like volume drops a little as he speaks it. It's like, I could have sworn I saw someone like me behind Stigmata's front lines, but they were working with him. And if he's like me, and he points to his anima flaring in the background, I'm guessing you also have some variety of capital P power going on as well, and
yes, I do have a big P.
Right.
Ignore him. Yes, we are chosen, as you would call it.
SSD steps forward. When you say dangerous combatant, how dangerous is that she killed a lot of your friends? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that was her? That was her?
That was good.
I thought it was Shadow. No, this was someone else.
Shadow?
The Abyssal.
The ultimate life one?
No, Sky Thunder and Shadow.
SSD.
Right.
No, SSD and SSS are different people.
Oh, yeah, true,
Yes.
yeah.
It's okay, I don't plan on having many super S names for other characters. I know it's getting confusing.
Succulent sucker. Toe.
Big succotash style.
Oh, no. But nonetheless.
So, we have been going for a while, but we may as well, for the final things we could do this session, we may as well give an intro to dramatic warfare.
Yo?
Yay.
War?
The thing Alatos built their entire character around.
Yep.
So, warfare is a very specific style of venture. In this case, pitting armies against each other, and with all the major characters contributing to the war effort via dramatic scenes.
A war economy.
Mm-hmm. So this can enter the fray either in direct battle or skirmishes, or covert operations like sneaking into enemy territory, and these will all aid the war effort by giving the main tactician, in this case, almost certainly Gavel, given that it's her army doing the fighting.
What do you mean I'm the main tactician?
Sure. And the main tacticians of each armed force make roll-offs against each other to see who wins the skirmish. The amount of skirmishes in a war are determined by their war rating +1 of the highest combatant. So your war of 4 +1, there will be 5 total skirmishes, or rather 5 total clashes between armed commanders between you and Eternal Stigmata.
Right.
The rematch.
Rematch of a century.
Yep, so this first skirmish is going to be a lot of information gathering, given that you don't know too much about each other. So, for Adam and Lathander, what do you think you would do in order to help with this first introductory phase of a battle?
First, give all the men a good drink. Make sure that they're hydrated.
Okay. I'll count that as a supply. So, if you want that, do you want that to be your main action, or is that a flavor thing?
Actually, I would like to give them, supplies so that they're actually not dying of thirst or having
so midway through the pour, you start pouring out soup.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, so go ahead and give me your choice of a craft or sagacity roll with any attribute.
I'm using sagacity. I'm going to use my excellency.
Okay.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11 successes.
Goodness sakes. 11 successes.
That certainly helps.
Yes, it does. Goodness sakes.
Okay,
alive.
so those successes can be used either as additional dice or auto successes on Gavel's rolls coming up. Any roll can have a max of 10 added dice and 5 auto successes, so you'll have to convert those as is. Well, this is against the base difficulty of 3, so you can have 8 bonus dice, 4 auto successes, because 2 dice equals 1 success, or anywhere in between for the split of how you want to help this with your.
I will let Alatos decide.
Give me auto successes. I need auto successes.
All right, and you get to choose which, and you get to choose which rolls.
Yes.
All right. In between that, Eternal Suspire will be Eternal Suspire's question mark champion will be making eyeball spying roll.
Okay, so he's doing some espionage.
Yep. Well, no, that's not his tactic. That's his subordinates.
Oh, okay.
3 successes.
3 successes.
He only just barely meets, so he's gonna give 1 die to his boss. For a moment, you do see an eyeball in the horizon, but SSD immediately shoots it after you point it out.
Oh, I was going to say, Lathander flies up and pecks it.
Okay, you do both. There's 2 eyeballs, you do both of them. Alright, Adam, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to attempt some form of strategic sabotage on the matter of the enemy's strategy by using bureau breaking method. I don't know if this actually works.
Oh yeah, go ahead and
Oh boy.
Go ahead and read that out again so I can understand how to apply this.
Spend one mote. The Exalt must spend a scene sabotaging a venture or bureaucratic task using a force embassy roll if necessary. On success, this introduces a number of new obstacles on bureaucratic ventures equal to the Exalt's essence or the number of successes on the roll, to a maximum
Go ahead and
of
make
5.
force embassy roll then.
And of course, Indolent Official Charm, which is my solar thing. Through mere speculation, the Solar sabotages their enemies. The Exalt may sabotage a venture just by speaking about it, whether or not they know it is occurring.
So yeah, go ahead and roll force plus embassy.
And I'll take Excellency.
Yep.
So that would make it 11d10. By the way, Corrack, how do you have 15d10?
Because I use my Sagacity Excellency.
Do you have 5 Sagacity?
Yeah.
Oh.
And 5 fortitude.
Cool.
Yeah. I am the punch mage, if need
Actually,
be,
you got a stunt on that, Lathander, I think.
Oh, wait, I got a stunt on pouring soup?
Yeah.
Yeah, just for being creative. Oh my god.
Alright, so let me roll an extra 2d10 then.
I got it.
Or you could bank that and give it to someone else for later.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you're letting me just bank those dice rolls? Okay, I'll give them to Alatos, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 8 successes on speculating about this.
No.
You close your eyes and think of how an army like this would be run, and then the gun starts pointing you in various directions.
Yeah.
I am the gun.
Your gun is pointing. The gun is pointing you in a place it wants you to shoot.
Okay, I pulled the trigger.
The gun promptly moves to another location.
I pulled the trigger again.
So the rest of you, like, as Gavel is marshaling her forces and Lathander is running around rooting out spy balls, you just look at you see Adam shooting in random directions.
And then every time I pull the trigger, you can hear a faint, "Ow, my hand! Ow!"
I don't think he's okay.
And Adam is like, meanwhile, Adam is doing like the revolver ocelot, like gun spins, like while he's.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, definitely.
Special Operations Foxhound.
Tactical orichalcum engravings give you no tactical advantage. Pretty good.
Oh my
More than enough to kill anything that moves.
So that introduces, that's 8 successes. So that introduces
up to a maximum of 5. Up to a maximum of 5, by the way.
Okay.
So
5 new obstacles to their next roll.
Yeah. Exactly.
For the low price of that shit.
And I get to bank those 3, I guess. Those 3 other successes.
Oh my goodness.
You could donate them to Alatos.
I will. Enjoy.
Right, so although that's 5 auto successes and 2 extra dice for this coming roll. So, Alatos,
that's fine.
I pointed you towards page 143 of the PDF.
Yep, and I am looking at it as we speak.
So let me know what strategy you would like to go with for the first step of the war.
All right, first step of the war. Let's see. Would any of these actually? Yes, I can. Thanks to those force successes, that could actually work a lot. So, first thing first, we're gonna demoralize their troops.
Okay.
So that is force plus embassy or performance. So I will do force plus performance. So that, or rather, embassy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And do I have to say aloud when I want to get the thing? Like, do I have to do the the auto successes beforehand, or can I choose when to use them?
I think you have to use those for this roll. At least for this
Okay,
thing.
for this roll?
Yeah.
Then that is absolutely fine.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5d10. Alright, so let's bump all those to successes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Okay, let's go ahead and roll this guy's pool for his tactic.
Let's see. He has 5.
How many successes did you get?
6 if you include the 10.
Well, he did get a shitload of extra obstacles to that due to the bureau breaking method, so of just planning for this.
Mm-hmm.
What happens is that you're doing the demoralize action. It doesn't really matter what he was doing because he had the ship blown out of him because of Adam. What Adam, he was attempting to do espionage, but because of the revolver ocelot shenanigans, he just ended up shooting, and all of his spies went down. So you are free to do whatever tactics you want.
I shot and killed every single sniper.
You shot and killed every single spy ball that they missed.
Yeah. Spy balls.
And then I wake up.
Goodness.
How do you want to demoralize the troops?
And then I wake up from my fugue state and I go, I think the Bulls will win the next NBA championship.
Okay, so you know Weekend at Bernie's?
No.
Do you know the premise at all of Weekend at Bernie's?
Yes, I know the premise.
Okay, good.
It's what they're doing to the Queen of England now.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that, but with all these spy corpses of the enemy team.
You mean the spy eyeballs?
Yes.
How do you do Weekend at Bernie's with eyeballs?
We're gonna have 2 people each parade an eyeball and just have the people go around at least to earshot of camp and make snide comments at them behind the eyeball.
Alright, anyway, so yeah, you demoralize by just ratio. You would enact a Twitter campaign using a hashtag to ratio the general in front of his troops via snide tweets.
Yes.
Alright, ratio him into oblivion.
Yeah, we basically get 2 guys each, have 2 of them pick up an eyeball and just go around making fun of the troops in earshot while the eyes are looking directly at the troops.
Yeah, the little cheery kids from session 2 and 3 are teaming up with Unbreakable Titan and are just going all sorts of people are just running around, just shouting the meanest things you can imagine.
I can just imagine all the soldiers like, God fucking damn it! Another day of this shit!
Man, fuck that! Man, fuck that crucified bitch!
Getting us in this shin for what, nothing? Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, they're very demoralized. Now the mindless troops are going to be affected. The commander, on the other hand...
Oh my goodness.
Oh, so the mindless troop?
We close on a zoom in on that section of... those are a lot of Roll20 notifications appearing. That's weird. Anyway.
Yeah, I know. That's weird.
Oh, I am messing with dice by moving.
Oh, okay.
We close in on a zoom in on the Nephrax lair. For a brief moment, you are actually able to see through one of the eyeballs to catch a glimpse of what's going on with this guy by the sheer amount of necromantic focus he's lost by being ratioed so hard. You actually get to see him for a moment. Yeah, that's absolutely the priest you killed by crucifying. That's absolutely.
Oh, hell yeah!
Now eternally bleeding from the palms you killed him with.
Yeah!
The difference is that his skin appears to be inside out now.
Raw.
That's a better look than what he had earlier, that's for sure.
Damn it! That bitch is back! Killed me the first time! She won't do that again. Calm down. Falling stars. I trusted you to do this. Or was it fading stars? Either way.
Learn your own commanders.
Chance. You will bring that bitch to justice. And you will kill her and forge her ghost into this. The camera pans to reveal the frame of what is being built. Higher. It pans higher. And higher. And higher.
Oh no.
It appears to be the frame of a war strider. What we would know as the frame of a giant robot.
Oh.
He's not just building any celestial artifact. He's building a motherfucking mecha.
I was about to say, is he building a Gundam?
Yeah, damn right.
Oh no. All
Thus
right.
is revealed what the climax of this side arc is. You gotta stop the bad guys from building a Gundam made of screaming ghosts.
Okay. Yep, alright.
Welcome to Exalted, everyone!
Oh, no.
No. Char's counterattack.
Thank you for listening to FateBreakers. We here at the Action Economy crew are really excited to bring you our first big project, and you can also follow our socials for more of our content. Actual plays live and die by word of mouth, so if you enjoyed this episode, or know a friend or two would be interested in the setting or story we're telling, spreading the word is a great help to a brand new podcast. Me and the players have a lot of ideas on plot seeds for later, both in the far future and 2 weeks from now, in the next episode of FateBreakers. Catch you then.